Well, we have Tonya Durfee from Georges of Galilee with us this morning, and you know, depending on the weather on Sunday, you may want to ride out the storm down there on the water at Georges of Galilee, right? Good morning. How you been?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm great. A lobster boil this morning. Boy,
Yes.
this looks good. You got a couple of lobsters over there and some and a lot of other things. Talk about what goes into the ingredients of the Georges of Galilee lobster boil.
Traditional Labor Day weekend is known for clam bakes or lobster bakes.
Sure.
Georges does something different because we don't want you to dig up your yard and spend all this time.
Okay.
We want you to enjoy the food and the family.
Let you do all the work.
Well, yes,
Okay.
that's absolutely. So what we do is we use the cherries to
Yeah.
give the water some flavor.
Sure.
And Old Bay. We put a little bit of beer, and then we put the vegetables in. Whatever vegetables you prefer.
You got some
We
corn
got
there, onions, potatoes,
yes.
yeah.
And we let it simmer for a little 10 minutes, whatnot, and then we add lobsters and clams, and let it sit for another 10-15 minutes. And during all this time, we can have a cocktail and conversation.
A cocktail and conversation over a lobster boil at Georges of Galilee. Looks really good. Looking forward to trying it, and we'll talk more about Georges of Galilee, what else is on their menu as summer winds down here in Rhode Island. Great spot to go to if you haven't been to already. Check out the recipe and the ingredients online, as always, at foxprovidence.com.
You ready for this sweet sound? Ah, crack it open, right? We're here with Tonya Durfee from Georges of Galilee, and we're making a lobster boil. And we're not just throwing water in the pot. We're really jazzing it up. We're using some beer, right? We have a little Rhode Narragansett we're going to put in the pot.
Yep, right here.
Okay, so we'll dump
Very
a little of that
good.
in there. What else do you have in
A
there
little
right
bit of
now?
Old Bay.
Okay.
We make a nice broth with the sweet onions, local onions. Then we're going to put some cherries to
Okay.
give it a
And
nice,
you're not cutting it up. You just want to put it in there for
yes,
the flavor, right?
Yes,
Okay.
nice paprika flavor. Nice local Rhode potatoes.
Okay, so we have some
Yeah,
red
here they
potatoes.
are.
I can put that in
Then
here.
new potatoes,
Yeah.
sweet corn. We're trying to layer our vegetables like we would normally do in a clam bake.
Right, right. I think a lot of people just tend to want to put the lobster in the pot and not flavor it, but it makes such a difference. We putting the lemon in now too?
No, we keep the lemon for the future.
later,
How about
okay.
this? Yep.
All right, so we're going to let that, how long would you say you want to let that boil before we put our lobsters in?
I will probably leave it for about 5-7 minutes. We're going to cover it.
Yep.
Bring it to a roar and boil.
Okay.
And then we're going to simmer it on very low.
Okay.
Then we're going to put our lobsters in about 7 minutes. Give it another 5 minutes, and then put our clams.
All right.
Once the clams are open, it's time to celebrate.
All right, we're going to start celebrating in just a minute. We'll let the vegetables boil. We'll be finishing up with Georges of Galilee in our Rhode Show kitchen in just a minute.
All right, everyone has tongs in their hands right
Claws
now.
are in the air. Claws are in the air.
Waving
Ready?
around like they just don't care. I don't have tongs. Apparently,
Uh-oh. I just made mine stick again. Can you fix that?
just pull a little thing down
Oh,
here.
I keep
It's a
messing that up.
malfunction.
All
Yeah,
right, there you
malfunction.
go.
All right, there we go.
Tonya from Georges of Galilee is here, and we're all the way almost completed with our lobster boil preparations. What have you done so
Smells
far?
awesome.
Okay, so we have here some native vegetables and a little bit of Narragansett beer and
Okay.
some Old Bay,
Yeah.
a little bit of onions and red leaf potato.
Okay.
We put our big guy, the lobster guy.
big
here.
guy's
The
in
big
there.
guy's
There he
there.
is.
Okay.
He's the star of the show.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
and what we're going to do, what we need to add is a little bit of clams.
Okay.
You can add some mussels and whatever other seafood you feel like doing.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm going to put them all in? Or?
Yes.
Ooh, I just pinched my finger. I can't use these tongs. There we go.
Hands.
There we
There you go.
All
Yep.
right. Mix
Because
that
the
up.
alternative is to do the big bake, lobster bake,
Right.
and have a big dig in the hole type
Everybody
of
can
thing.
eat.
And yes,
How
everybody
long
can
did
eat.
you cook the lobster for? I mean, what's the time frame for that usually about? With
7
the vegetables,
minutes.
7 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
I do the vegetables for about 5-7 minutes. I do the lobster for 7 minutes, and then we add clams, and in 5 minutes it's going to be ready.
Right.
So in under 20 minutes or so, it's done. Okay.
Okay. What's next?
Yeah, what's next is to complete our nutritious value meal. We're going to put some vegetables. We're going to roast some vegetables here. Alternatively, you can do it on the grill.
Okay.
All right. So you want to help
Yeah,
me with that?
you can do it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
you
do
need
that.
your tongs back. Okay.
I know, and they stick
See,
again.
they keep
Yeah, okay.
sticking. You got to open them
There you
up.
go.
All
There
right.
you go.
So what do we have? Some zucchini?
So we have some
Summer squash, or?
What'd you put on that
eggplant.
grill? You were painting it with something earlier.
Yeah, it's just the olive oil.
Just of olive oil.
A
Okay.
little bit of eggplant and garlic, fresh parsley,
Great.
Sweet.
and olive oil. At the same time, we have some asparagus. A little bit of green vegetables.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Got to offset the butter, that we use for
yeah,
the lobster.
Yeah. Georges
good.
has all kind of good recipes. And lobster is our king of the month for the month of September.
Okay.
So we have Lobster Fest going on.
Lobster Fest.
In September, so that kicks off next week.
Next week.
Oh my
Can you
gosh,
believe it?
already
Yeah.
in September.
Because, whether you do lobster bake or lobster boil,
Uh-huh.
you're still going to get messy, right? With those
Oh, yeah.
guys
Oh.
eating them at home.
So you even brought in some bibs for us. Should I put mine on?
Of course.
All right.
So we will do all the messy work for you guys at George's.
Right.
You can come and enjoy. We're going to have many preparations of lobsters. Lobster cocktail, lobster stew, lobster and mango salad, lobster dip, and so on and so forth. Baked lobster, double baked lobster, claws. You look great.
I do look pretty good. Fix the mic. Ready to go. Okay. So all sorts of variations of lobsters at George's. September's the month to do it. All right. How are our vegetables looking, Pat? Good?
Oh, they're looking like vegetables.
All right. Grilling them up.
All right, that's
Oh,
just,
they're already starting to open.
yeah,
Yep.
see, let's just pick. Ooh, it's getting better every minute. We're going to just let them open. And the good news about the lobster boil or bake or lobster bake is because you're going to have the big guy, the lobster, right? You're going to have grilled vegetables.
Oh, you call them the big guy.
And hopefully, you know, if you do the boil in the house, you will have a nice broth.
Yes. What do you do with the broth after?
Let's see the other big guy.
Do you dip some bread?
Yeah, you can dip some bread, you can dip your mussels or clams.
Nice.
And really enjoy it.
How's that big guy? Is that one done?
Yeah, this one is nearly done. So
all right, let's take the big guy out of that pot.
Let's plate this guy.
There you go.
Thank you. So here we have. Here you go.
Oh, I thought I did it for you, Tony. That's all right.
That's all right.
Oh,
Here he comes. Get ready.
Excellent. All right.
1, 2,
3.
Big guy out.
Wow.
There we go.
There you go.
And look at this. Nice shot of that broth inside. That's left over to enjoy with all those veggies.
Yeah, here you go.
Yum.
Everything local, harvested here in Rhode Island, with onion.
It's easy to do too.
Star of a show, yes.
Thank you, Tonya, so much for coming in this morning. Go down and check out
looks
George's
good.
of Galilee this weekend or any weekend for that matter. And their lobster month next month.
I'm
That's cool,
looking forward to that.
Oh, my
Here
goodness.
you go.
Looking forward to trying
Beautiful
that.
steaming plate of seafood goodness.